Are you ready?
Here it is, the moment you have all been waiting for, soon to be the biggest show in the world. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. The rumors are not true. The greatest tag team champions in the world have not broken up. We are still here. It took us a while, but we're back again with that RK3PO. Jay, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Been a traveling fool, brother. That's what's been going on.
I know he's even got a travel channel now, guys.
I know.
Jay Walking the Planet. Make sure to check it out. That was a good way to plug that right in there. Right.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So it hasn't been Ryan, everyone. It hasn't been Ryan. It's been me. Been going every which way. Have family in town. It's just been one of them. You know, Florida's wide open, man. We're not like California where everything's kind of locked up. Like everyone's coming to Florida now to visit because they know, you know, I know I'm not wearing a shirt. Yeah, but you know how many episodes?
Yeah, we win a lot. Yeah, I won't say anything.
I've worn his shirt and he hasn't worn mine. I'm just saying. Jay
wears my shirts like just randomly. Jay wears my shirts on random days, random park hopping videos, just because it's that comfortable.
I think I'm wearing it tomorrow when I go to Disney World. I'm waiting for someone. I just want someone to be like, I know that guy. Are you sure you want to wear that here?
You did get recognized as me one time.
Yeah. I was pretty bundled up, but still, you know, I'm a lot wider than you.
Yeah, you're
I had like the hoodie up, but
it looked like
the Gamers hoodie. And they're like, "Hey, tell Jeremy." That was so funny. I remember texting them that. So they thought it was Ryan.
We do already have a super sticker from Alex. Let me pull that up. And while we're looking for that, I just wanted to give a shout out to Alex. We did use his thumbnail. We used his image in the thumbnail for this that he made this morning. He's a big supporter of the stream in both our channels and really a whole lot of people. So shout out, Alex. You're an awesome dude. And thanks for all you do.
Dude makes memes about us every Thursday, man.
I know.
Makes an RK3PO like thumbnail every Thursday, whether we have the show or not.
I think he was pretty much like, I think he was like, this ain't ever gonna happen again. It's dead. Kill it. But we came back and we actually did it. So thank you, Alex. It's a dude with shades on, just like Drunk 3PO looks right now. So thank you for that. I see Steph in the chat. She can't hang around. Says have an amazing stream, guys. Thank you, Steph. Hope you're doing okay. Biggles for $5. Please forgive Ryan. I wasn't able to. I know. Forgive me, Ryan. I wasn't able to gear drunk today. He became a true ninja and vanished. He must be learning from Fatal J.
All right. What happened was, man, my mom's in town. I thought I had like this day planned, and then mom got this day planned. Like that's what happened. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, Biggles. I'll make it up to you.
There you go. Hey. So, Biggles, I forgive you. Jay does need to gear up a little bit. Listen, I saw some of what you guys ran the other day. Go Tsushima Legends on bronze. It's not impressive.
Never completed a single one.
Are you serious?
We always got to level 15, and whoever the PlayStation gods gave us, like they either like disappeared, like one guy just like two guys just like disappeared, like just like I don't know, like disconnected.
It's like there's no way we're gonna win. They just quit.
And yeah, and then like the one dude like just ran around and like beat all the drums like on level 4. So anyway, that's who I blame.
Well, that's never a good start. That's never a good start. Guys, I ask you smash the like button, share this stream out there, let everybody know what's going on. I just put a video out like 2.5 hours ago So it means notifications can be a little wonky sometimes. So make sure you guys help it out. Share the stream. We got a couple things to talk about. We've got Daniel Kibblebitch. Daniel Kibblebitch is at it again just before the stream. Now, if you don't remember, this is the guy who wrote Marvel New Warriors, which has basically been canceled. You can't buy it right now. They said it's coming out, and the day it became available in stores, you couldn't purchase it. Not in store, not online. It's not because it's out of stock. It's because they didn't actually print it. They wanted to cancel it, but not cancel it. So they're not selling his book. That explains why he's spurging out so hard online right now. And Blue-Eyed Scorpio becomes a member. I spit my food out. Thank you, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. I think Blue-Eyed Scorpio got his identity stolen or something.
You, Blue-Eyed Scorpio, are the champion. There we go.
Look at that. Hold on. I got one somewhere.
You are a champion, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. We need to get. I need to invest in like tag team belts, like, and just send you one. I'll get the other one.
I got the NXT title because that was on clearance at Kohl's when I went there in the children's section.
This was a gift from a family member who thought this was the actual heavyweight championship title. And what are you going to do when Uncle goes, here, I know you like wrestling. I'm like, thank you. I mean, I'll take it anyway.
Well, the United States Championship, that one like got reintroduced with Cena, and it was like Cena had it, and then he just challenged anybody every night for like a couple months straight. He just challenged anybody who came out. So it was kind of cool and gimmicky to get it back going again. But
I think it's disappeared from existence now.
It's you can't do it. You can't be patriotic anymore. So
yeah.
I see Krista in chat. Hey, Krista, beep. Everyone's saying hi.
Man, Krista, I plugged your balls channel today.
Yep, Krista has a new Dragon Balls channel. So you guys definitely should check that out for sure.
I know she doesn't go on Twitter much anymore, but
that's true. But yes, guys, Daniel Kibblesworth. I've had a bone to pick with Daniel Kibblesworth the past like 3 days, and I haven't been able to do it because fuck you, NBC. Hold on, let me see if I can find it actually. I think I can probably show this. I should probably snip it just in case. Just in case. We'll do this. Snipping tool, and I'll screen cap it for you guys. So I can show you that I won my battle against NBC Universal. They're trying to cover for Kibblesmith. But I'm not going to let them. Fuck them. It's not going to happen. I will not let them win. So just like with Naughty Dog, I fought the copyright, and of course, I won. So let me get this here. Whoops, wrong thing. Take that back. Share my screen. So this is what I got the other day. And this is what happened this afternoon. After reviewing your dispute, NBC Universal has released their copyright claim. Yeah, they fucking did, because I was perfectly within my rights to use it. I'm going to make fun of Kibblesmith. I'm going to show you guys right now the dating show that he was on in 2011. And I'm going to let you decide for yourself whether this guy is intimidating to anyone, whether he can actually get hard, whether he actually has any testosterone in his body. Spoiler alert, the answer is no. But you'll be allowed to decide for yourselves. Yes, cringe. Marvel New Warriors writer acts tough, calls cops racist, wants them fired. That has been released. So I'll be making that public a little bit after the stream, guys. So look forward to that. But today we already had something from him. And this dude is fucking nuts, man. The reason he's freaking out right now is because his book got canceled. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Look at what he said today.
Snowflake, the safe space is no longer with us.
Yes, exactly.
We should do a live stream funeral for such. Anyway, what's his avatar? What the freak?
It is Darkseid in a Santa Claus hat, which
oh my god.
Which he's a Marvel writer. Like I don't get it. But
What an idiot.
So this is after Lil Wayne, like 2 hours ago, endorsed Donald Trump for president, which was kind of crazy, crazy for that to happen. He says, love to have a knife at our throats for 4 more years because of these cartoon men. So
wow, making fun of Lil Wayne.
And so I tweeted, let's see.
Was the first time you saw that is when I threw that in the chat?
Yes, and I immediately tweeted it. Why does this failed Marvel writer?
All these people, man. I don't know why I follow all these people.
Jake follows these people so when they inevitably go protected, he still is able to see what they
I know. I can still get the goods for everyone.
So I write, why does this failed Marvel writer hate black people? Obviously a joke, right? Obviously a joke, because that's the kind of shit we see from them all the fucking time, right? It's the kind of shit we see from them all the time. It's obviously irony. It's obviously sarcasm. Listen, there's some retards, literal retards, right? Here you go. Literal fucking retards that don't understand jokes. And that's okay because they are retarded. Either they smoked so much fucking pot, their synapses don't fire anymore, or they're literally fucking retarded, or maybe both in some cases. Maybe both in some cases. You never know. But yeah, so I'm having a little fun with Daniel Kibblesmith. But this dude was freaking out. Now, the reason Jay did a video about him the other day is because he made all this. He tried to act tough, right? He tried to act tough online. Where is it? I don't want to show that. Where'd this dude go? Kibblesmith. Here it is. I can't remember the last time I heard about anyone with any degree of power in law enforcement or politics just getting straight up fired. It's always like, Officer Racist has been placed on partial salary sadness probation until he finishes watching American History X on DVD. And this is talking about a police officer, right?
Yeah.
It's talking about a police officer, and I kind of agree with him in spirit. There was a police officer in New York City, NYPD cop, who was saying MAGA or Trump 2020 over the loudspeaker. Now, I don't personally feel like when you're on the job in a professional scenario, you should be endorsing political candidates. I just don't think it should happen. And I think that it's, it's a way to make half of the population effectively maybe feel uneasy with you or whatever. So it shouldn't happen. And a cop on duty in his police car shouldn't be doing that. And he got suspended. He wanted him to be fired because he's racist, of course. Now, this little cuck, Kirk Buziak, said, it's hard to do it because unions don't let you. Of course, the cuck has me blocked because police unions protect their people. He says, Daniel Kibblesmith, would it help if I came in with my hands wrapped in bandages, gently tapping a baseball bat against my opposite palm?
You know the best response? Because on my video, I just read the responses because they were gold. The best response was Father. You know the guy who hangs out in our channels?
Father Christopher Miller?
The priest?
Father Christopher Miller?
Yeah, he sent him an Amazon link to buy a wiffle ball bat. Bro, I was dying, man. You know it's bad when Father Christopher has to roast your post, man. You know it's bad.
Dude, this is 162 comments to 6 likes. Holy fuck, he got wrecked.
Yeah, that's he must live in a muted Twitter world. He must just tweet and just keep everything muted.
Now the question really is this man intimidating? Because you guys don't really know him from anyone. Actually, let me pull up before we look at my video evidence I have, which Jay saw a little bit of.
That video evidence is great.
Let me take a look at Marvel New Warriors trailer, because this is how everyone got to know this guy. Jesus,
sorry, man. Father Christopher, that was for the win, man.
That was hilarious. And I wanted to look up a different trailer to see how bad this ratio actually is. And this is pretty funny, actually.
Unless it got deleted.
Oh, no. It's right here.
It's the same guy who's making characters to talk to people about bullying and being safe and not being on the internet saying stuff. You know, that was the whole thing. And yet he's doing exactly the same thing. Like, what is going on here?
So look at the 2% like ratio.
Oh my God.
To put this in perspective,
2%.
Here is the Netflix Cuties trailer, which is at 4%. People have more tolerance for pedophiles than they do for Daniel Kibblesmith's comic books. That is how
wow.
That is how bad the ratio is.
Wow.
So
you've lost at everything in life. When people will have more respect for a pedophile movie than your stupid comic book.
Now,
and there's Ryan.
This is the video I did, right? I would have released this video 2 or 3 days ago, guys. I would have released this video a couple days ago. But NBC Universal, so we're probably going to pause a couple times in between because I don't want them to claim this fucking video too after they've released it on my other one. Daniel Kibblesmith was on a dating show in 2011. You let me know if you think this guy, bat, gun, knife, nuclear bomb, could intimidate anyone.
Let alone a cop.
And I don't think I have my fucking audio shared because I'm stupid. Here we go. Boom. Kibblesmith was on a dating show called The Millionaire Matchmaker. And Daniel Kibblesmith, he really struggled finding a woman. Not really a surprise, is it? But we have uncovered some footage from this, ladies and gentlemen. So
not really surprised.
And think if it's a guy that you feel like could intimidate anyone.
Feel of who you are, you know, with the art. I want to take you out to a local bar. Okay. Just for a drink.
Any woman, a woman comes up to you and is like, "Hey, I want to take you to the bar," and you're like,
"Okay."
Be into my world.
Ooh, a bar. I don't know.
Well, two drink maximum, okay?
2 drink maximum. Really? That's
fucking bitch.
Bro, I'll have 4 drinks before the other person shows up. Like, what the heck? Like, I'll have 4 drinks before the other person shows up and be fine.
I'm sorry.
Did he really say 2 drink maximum?
That's what he said. Look at him.
Well, two drink maximum, okay?
2 drink maximum. So I'm not going to show you guys all of it because you're going to have to watch the video that I released later tonight to see the whole thing. Look at this. She clearly wants something. Look at her. She clearly wants something, and he has no desire to give it up. Look at this dude. Watch him try to drink. This is when he tries to drink something.
You're really funny.
Sorry.
Cheers. Okay, slowly.
Can't. Ooh, old-fashioned. Real. Too much for him.
Holy moly.
What a fucking bitch. Now, this is the best part.
Stand, like, he's doing the let me comb my hair forward tactic, you know, because it's just, he just not, oh my God, it's awful.
My bro, Combat on the Mat, you got to be drinking on the way. Yes, we've had a couple times like that. We're drinking on the way to drive.
Yeah, man, you preload, man.
That's
you
right.
Preload because you never know. Drinks could be major expensive when you get there. You got to preload.
Now, just Jay, if this listen, I'm not saying this is the best looking lady in the world or anything like that, but this woman comes up to you and you look like Daniel Kibblesmith. What is your reaction?
I would be extremely excited. I would be extremely excited that a woman that probably any woman. Oh, what's up, Anna? I've never seen a dating show where anyone was that.
Where everyone on it was unattractive.
I would be excited. I'm like, holy crap, there's a girl coming towards me. I'm on television. Everything is like, yes, let's do this.
Well, look at Daniel Kibblesmith's reaction. They go to dinner as well. And this, if you don't cringe to this, then I don't know what'll make you cringe.
Hey!
Oh, wait, stop. Go back. How is he holding his hands?
He's holding them in front of his body. Like, look at what a bitch this is.
He's covering his winky, man. He's covering his wiener. You never do that.
Oh my God.
As a man, you never listen. All you guys out there right now, I'm telling you, if you're waiting for a woman, you never. First of all, he's got like the interlock thing covering up his willy. Okay, like you can't do that because number one, look at his fingers. It looks like he's scratching himself. Number one. All right, and now he's looking like all I have is a little bump, and I'm trying to keep my bump down because I don't want to show off my little bump. So you don't never do that. All right, never ever. You got to stand like a man. Put your hands down. Get your chest out. All right. You can't look. He's all hunched. His shoulders are all hunched over, and look at his face. Look at the goof on his face.
Do you think he has a boner?
Yeah.
Yeah, put your hand in your pocket. Put your hand in your pocket, bro. If you're trying to.
I know, man.
Don't put it in front like a fucking beta. But watch this.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
How's it going? You look really nice.
Thank you so much.
Look how serious. Oh my God. Look at this dude. This is the dude who wants to go down and intimidate cops.
His hands. He got the flippers.
Hello.
Oh
God,
my
dude.
God.
So fucking pathetic.
Glitter, which was an interesting choice. I got a little bit on me when she gave me a little hug, and I'm not really sure how to clean this shirt. It's got.
Oh.
Yes, that's.
There is not. Listen, let me tell you something, fellas. There's nothing more amazing when you come back to your friends and the girl that you've been with is all over your shirt. You know, because you can make up all kinds of stuff that happened. And now this fool's out here like, I don't know how to get it off my shirt. Are you kidding me? There's nothing greater. You come home, lipstick, it gets whatever.
It gets worse.
For myself, I actually lost my virginity at 18.
I know
He's
I'm
like, oh, you've had sex before? Oh, I haven't.
one who's supposed to be the tiger, but Sharina was the lioness. She went deep and personal right away.
Okay, so talking like an adult is deep and personal. Oh my God.
Oh man, I didn't want to show it that soon. I would skip too far ahead.
What a perfect pause.
Just watch this. Kissing the girl. This is like, you remember in The Office when Michael kisses Oscar and Oscar doesn't want him to? That's what this is right here. Uh-oh. My God, man.
See, that wasn't hard. Look, you came out of your shell. And it was very light. Do it again. Come here.
Look at this. Look at this man. This guy is the dude who is saying, oh, would it help if I went down there to try to intimidate the police union? Think that would help? Think that would help if I did that? This guy who is... So this is Daniel Kibblesmith, everyone. And this whole video is going to be coming out later today because I had to fight the fucking copyright from NBC Universal. But I'll leave you with this image of Daniel Kibblesmith.
You have a woman that wants to make out with you. And that's at that point is like no words, man.
This is a dude. So this is a guy who wrote the children's book, Santa Claus's husband, Santa's husband. So maybe, maybe chicks aren't his thing. He is married now somehow. I'm sure he paid her a hefty amount of money to get a woman to actually marry him. He is rich. He's a millionaire somehow from Groupon or something. But I mean,
not only is he going after, like, he wants to beat up a police officer with a bat. He's making fun of Lil Wayne, calling him what did he call him? A cartoon man or something like that?
Yeah.
He's making fun of the Kardashians at the present on Twitter, making fun of so basically, all right, this could be a little cringy. I get it. Like Kim Kardashian's Kanye West for her birthday made one of those like holographic people of her dead dad and played it for her birthday. Like, you remember they did that with Tupac?
Yeah.
So it was like really like a real, like they tried to make it as real as possible. He spent gazoo's amount of money. And so Kibblesmith was just like making fun of it the whole time. You know, but I mean, the point is, why? Like, why would you go on there and like try to act so tough against the Kardashians and Kanye West? You know, and like when that's out there, when the fact that you can't even kiss a girl is out there, and now I'll know it will always be on the RK Outpost channel when I need a reference to go back.
Yeah, it's bad. That's where Gary. So where Gary got that screenshot is from the first video I did when this first came out with that. I found the first clip. I didn't, or the second clip. I didn't see the first clip where it's like 2 drink maximum. Okay, like anybody is gonna date rape that cuck. All right, emotionally unstable amphibian for £5. Thank you very much. Reminds me of Louis Tully in Ghostbusters without the thirst. That. Daniel Kibblesmith, are you talking about? Yeah, I guess that could be true. Emotionally unstable amphibian. Appreciate the £5. Daniel Kibblesmith and that girl. I can't believe that girl. Not saying she's very attractive, but I can't believe she was interested in him at all. But God.
Yeah.
Anthony Arribas for $2.99. Laughing my ass off. Ryan, you're too much. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. Raging Rhino for Australian $7.99 with a laughing pair. And everybody laughs. Everybody laughs at Daniel Kibblesmith. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Mr. Bentham for $2. This is so painfully cringy. He's so beta. It really is. It's embarrassing. Like, if you know that dude in real life, that has to be embarrassing. And even it was funny because the producer, like the creator of that show he was on, Millionaire Matchmaker, she like roasted him on Twitter a couple of years ago, just retweeted him and said, "You definitely aren't getting laid," or something like that. It's pretty funny. Jane Theory for $5 with a little laughing corgi super sticker. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate that. Hey,
Jane, doing okay? Was she around the hurricane that just hit? From the same state. So
listen, I just assume that everyone's okay with hurricanes.
Yeah.
I assume you're okay because you have to go through them fucking 20 times a year and you don't move, so you're obviously okay with it. So I do hope everything is okay, Jane. But yeah, the people are used to it down there, I think.
Yeah, we're used to it in Florida. It's just like we watched the whole episode on Yellow Flash's stream months ago, and it's so cringe I couldn't look anymore.
We watched the whole episode on. Oh yeah, you just said that.
I just read it.
I was like waiting for you to get done with your comment to read it, and then I realized that's what you read.
I was like, did I say something?
My bad.
That's okay.
I have heard a couple things about this Chosen One. That there's a Force Unleashed 3. I've heard that. So we'll see. I don't know why. I think Force Unleashed 2 was a little too rushed, to be honest. We'll see what story they would tell in this. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Daniel Kibblesmith out there acting like a bitch. Well, speaking of Star Wars, this is a good transition.
Yeah.
Jay, how were you? Did you see Solo?
Yeah.
What did you think of Lando Calrissian and his relationship with L337?
It was terrible. It was terrible. And you know, like we were talking about this on excuse me. I think we were talking about this on the Dark Council. And it was like I was able to put it together that there was some kind of weird, disgusting relationship in that film. When the one scene, if you hadn't seen it, there's a scene where the robot goes out to cut like the fence, I guess. And they purposely put like a chainsaw, like where her, I guess like in anatomy where a private part would be. You remember that scene or you didn't see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's like standing there and then like it comes out like a penis, I guess, and starts cutting. And she's just like, oh, don't look at me. Like, please, I can't. And so they made it really sexualized. And then from there on, like the conversations in the Falcon where she's like, "Oh, he loves me," and all that. I was just like, "What the freak are they? Why is that even important, man? Like that? Why would you?" The whole like droid rights things. Personally, the movie sucked anyway. But I mean, they could have kind of kept that in, and it wouldn't have. Whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because R2D2 was kind of a rebel, you know. He kind of like didn't follow orders sometimes, but for what it's worth. But like that whole sexual, you could see in the movie, and then all of a sudden when you hear the reports, like yeah, it's like a pansexual relationship. When Lando's like over the robot, like. Oh my God, L3, why? You're just like,
it's like, so wow. Dumb. It was so cringe, and like, I don't think any of us would have thought much about it if it hadn't been for Kasdan saying it before that Lando's pansexual, right?
Yeah.
Once he said that, made that statement, then people were looking for something, and then that ridiculous joke where she talks about her and Lando being together. Well, now. In Empire Strikes Back, from a certain point of view, this disgusting Disney Star Wars book that's rewriting the original trilogy. That's what it's doing. It's rewriting the OT. And this time, there's a story that's told from the perspective of the Millennium Falcon. And of course, L337 pops up. Because that's what they've done. They used Solo, put L337 in the Falcon, and now forever, every time we see that ship from now on, you have this stupid activist droid who the only moment that people were united in the theaters was when that dumb bitch got blown up, right?
That's when people clapped.
Yes, that's the only thing people liked.
Clapped in my theater when she blew up. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So I wasn't the only one.
All 6 people in there fucking clapped.
Yeah, I know. It was me and I think Robert Storm. No, I don't know if he was at that one, but yeah.
Can you read this, Jay?
The only character that should be sexual. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I think there's people that agree with you. But yeah.
I went to see Solo in theaters. Yeah, Solo. So the only
I did go see it in the theater. Yeah, and you want to know why? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You want to know why? I was told by someone that I trusted that you will love the ending of this film, and they were like, "Dude, just try." I had no interest in it. Yeah, and I was like, "That's the worst part of the film."
That's so stupid. Yeah. It is really dumb. And so yeah, I went to see in theaters. So I saw Force Awakens in theaters. My buddy got tickets through his business, and I went to see that. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not seeing another Disney Star Wars movie in theaters until like the 3rd week of Solo, when it was clear that no one was going to it. I wore my what was it? It was Soilo, the Soilo shirt from EVS.
Yeah,
I took that shirt and I wore it in there, and literally just so I could wear that. But
I'm being sexualized in your chat by Jane Theory, Anna. I don't know. We're talking about the robot, not me. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Y'all have some respect for us, man.
Look at this. Look at this difference of opinion. Lord Vader, the Maul part was okay. Very next comment. Darth Maul part was retarded.
Trey, I wish Trey would run for like governor or like something and win, because they would ask him questions. What do you think about this? It's effing stupid. Why are you asking me that question?
The question I have for Lord Vader, if you think it's good, the question I have would be, tell me why he grabbed his lightsaber and ignited it.
It made no. It was just a fan service moment. That's all it was.
It was literally for all the people, because let me fucking spoil something for all you Clone Wars diehards. About 95% of the people in the world have no idea what the Clone Wars series is, and they don't know that Darth Maul got retconned and is alive in it. So that is the reason they did that, because otherwise people wouldn't even understand that was Darth Maul. That's why they fucking did that. That's what I think.
I know, I agree. And that's why my friend, who I will not call an idiot, was like, you got to see the end of this. I didn't even see when it opened. It was like later on.
Because he didn't know that Darth Maul was alive.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was like a reveal to him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was like, what? They're bringing him back? He's going to be this? And I was like, yeah. Well, I was like, this movie's not getting a sequel. Like, if it does, it's like, what is the dumbest thing I've ever... Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah. Subhuman with the fist bump, pear-shaped man. Thank you very much, Subhuman. I appreciate that. And then Regine Rhino was saying I missed some super chats. I think I'm good, Rhino. I did get your pear-shaped laughing man for Australian $7.99. But I'll put it out there again. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
My man Queasy chat. What's up, Queasy?
What's up, Queasy?
You well down there in New Orleans too, brother.
Nolans.
Fine.
Nolans. All right. But the reason I bring it up is because of this. Star Wars doubles down on pansexual Lando Calrissian in From a Certain Point of View, The Empire Strikes Back. Now, like we said, L337 is now part of the computer. It refers to itself as the Millennium Collective, double meaning there, and is made up of L337, a former droid named V5T, and another one named ED4. The droid's memory of Calrissian are brought to the forefront after Leia falls in the arms of Han Solo when the ship begins to rock back and forth and loses their balance. So when they go and hide in the asteroid and they realize it's a fucking worm. The collective, here it is. No, Williams writes, elevated heart rates detected in the cockpit. The collective shifted to the cam, bringing up the visual. Han held the woman Leia in his arms. L337 suspected what this meant. She remembered how Lando's heart rate would change whenever they were in close proximity. Something like sadness shoved against her awareness. So she remembers how Lando got aroused when she was close.
I mean, are they going to put like a special hole in the Falcon now for Lando Calrissian? I mean, like, is that why he was laughing in The Rise of Skywalker? Did he find the special L3 hole there that was left for him?
As he was just watching like thousands of people die all at once, he's just giggling because his cock is back in the socket.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the origin.
For so long.
That's the origin of the term cockpit, actually. Is what Lando is doing in the Millennium Falcon.
Just saying, man. I'm just saying. This is so terrible.
She added, is this organic courtship? ED4 said as they turned the cockpit's audio. The collective listened, and L337 was grateful for the distraction. That feeling reached ED4, who sent a gentle nudge. L337 no longer had the body she'd spent so long building or the human partner she'd bonded with so deeply. But she wasn't alone, and for that, she was thankful. So basically, she misses her fuck buddy, Lando. That's what she's saying. And that's what I mean by they're rewriting the original trilogy. Now, when you see that moment, you are supposed to think about L337 daydreaming of Lando fucking her. And that's what Disney Star Wars has become.
There's like no words, man. It's a comedy at this point. It's a comedy. When I take my friends now to Galaxy's Edge and we ride the Falcon ride, I'm gonna look for the hole and I'll get a picture and I'll send it to you, Ryan, and we could do. I'm like, I found the L3 hole.
Just bring like a paint pen and fucking write.
I'll write on it.
L337
for Lando or something like that. Oh my god!
That would be perfect because that wouldn't be like obscene or anything, right? Reserved for Lando, just a little hole. We have a big super chat from Anthony Arribas. Thank you so much, man. $50. Thank you, Anthony. Fellas, couple questions. How long do you think these companies are going to continue with the obnoxious woke identity politics? And what's it going to take for them to stop the clownery? Do you think good entertainment will ever come back?
Can I answer it first?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sure? Unless you had an answer.
Go for it.
I'm gonna like praise Ryan here real quick. And I know this is kind of entertainment, but it's kind of sports related. Ryan did an awesome video on Sports Wars that I love about the NBA. I actually sent it to a bunch of people. I don't know how the views are, but I sent it to a bunch of people. And I'm a huge NBA fan. I'll try to be quick. I don't want to talk about sports, but the NBA went super woke, super political. They lost gazillions of dollars. They lost ads. They lost everything. I mean, they lost so much money that the commissioners come out and said, next season, we ain't doing that crap no more. I just want all the basically he said that for the advertisers. I'm telling you, he came out and basically said, we're not doing that no more. Like we did it this season, no more. And now he wants to start the season on Christmas because they need money, because they're running out of money. And for me, it's kind of a win for us that hate that woke culture, because the NBA is kind of like, wow, we really screwed up. Now, how are they going to clean this mess up? I have no idea, because now you got, players not wanting to play on Christmas. It's too quick and all this stuff. And either the commissioner's going to have to grow a pair and just say, we're going to do it. You know what I mean? And just say, if you don't want to play, then that's between you and your owner, and just go. I mean, it's going to be a huge cleanup process, but for him to see that so quickly, you know what I'm saying? The commissioner to come out before the season was even over. I think that's what's going to happen. These people are going to hurt. They're going to run out of money eventually. And then they're going to be like, yeah, we gotta we need to make some changes. Yeah. I mean, we've already seen in the comic book industry that whole thing that, like, I was talking to Cecil today on my live stream, and they were talking about this whole thing about pencils down, where they were just firing artists like left and right because no one's buying their bull crap anymore. Nobody wants it. And then because first, when nobody wants it, what do? They blame people like me. They blame people like Ryan. They're like, oh, these YouTubers are causing problems. They're not helping our product. So then they play the blame game. When that runs out, when the blame game finally fizzles out, they realize we really need to do something to change. I think that's what's going to happen. Eventually they'll run out of money. That's my thoughts.
Well, you're 100% right that it's money. That's the only thing that'll stop it, right? Because if they're doing this and still making money, they're just going to keep doing it. I can't give you an estimate on how long it'll take. I do think I will say this.
But the NBA went quick.
Oh yeah, Adam Silver before the season was over said you're not going to see the same thing next year because we're hearing people. This is what he said. Adam Silver on video. This isn't spin. This isn't anything like that. Adam Silver said, "We hear that people just want to watch. We're hearing you that you just want to watch sports. We hear you, and we're going to do more of that." Like that. That's what he said to Rachel Nichols on ESPN. But I actually think that this upcoming election could be pretty important as far as that goes. Because I think there's a lot of people in Hollywood who think that the 2016 election, we're not going to get into politics or anything, guys, but they think the 2016 election, God, I keep burping the fucking Miller Lite. They think it was like crazy. They can't believe that happened. They literally think that if you support Trump, you're the worst person in the world. You're scum. They can't understand that, around half the people in the country likely support the president. So if it happens again and it's maybe, maybe actually wins the popular vote, not just the Electoral College, that might get more people in charge of these companies to realize that, all right, maybe we should start being a little more not identity politics, not really take a stance, and we should just provide entertainment rather than try to indoctrinate more people. Because I feel like that's a lot of what's going on. They're trying to make up for the 2016 election in a lot of ways. But I do think good entertainment will come back, even if it's not traditionally. I think Hollywood's in a lot of trouble with COVID, with the movie theaters closing, everything going streaming. It's going to be way different. I really think it is.
I agree. I think we've seen this year I think we're gonna see a lot more pay-per-view style movies. I just think it's gonna eventually happen. I mean, look, like they just shut down France again, and like that's all gonna be shut down, theaters and all that. I mean, so it's like, not saying that they bring in money, but it all adds up, So I mean, it's just you're right. I think it's all going to go to streaming. I think everything's just going to change. We're going to see the way things are designed and stuff. So it's going to be different.
Yeah, and I think when the money starts getting tighter, you're going to start to see them make decisions to keep them financially viable as opposed to pushing some kind of political alignment. Because if they don't, they'll go out of business. And when they do, something else will come and take its place. You've already seen YouTube. There's such a rise still of independent creators on YouTube, whether it's for entertainment, whether it's for commentary, stuff like that. We've seen this change in these garbage tier websites, right? One of the reasons they hate a lot of YouTubers is because they're providing different context on that, and the garbage tier sites are failing. All the capital that was invested in them early on is gone now, and they realize that they're not making any money trying to get clicks the way they are.
That's an excellent point, because you see stuff like Ethan Van Sciver, for instance, got fired, whatever. Now he's doing his own thing, and he's banking.
Yep.
You know, independent creators are starting to rise up and they're making money, and the other side is hating it. You know, they're hating it, and it costs a lot of money to make a film. But eventually, if someone makes a film, man, and it just kind of is like, wow, that was really good, and it wasn't part of that Hollywood stuff, and people start making money from that, you're gonna see, you might see some creative stories and creative. I can't wait for my series to be finished. You know, I did the trailer, was stupid, but the first episode I think is really good. It's in the editing chopping block. There's like 2 more scenes I have to film because my stupid thumb was in the way.
So you got to do reshoots.
I'm filming it all.
Release the drunk 3PO cut.
Yeah. I'm saving all that for my members. Like, they're gonna see all that, but the editing is what's taking forever. But it's been such a fun project to, like, you know, be creative and try to come up with a story that I think is funny, and where people will watch the whole thing and not watch like the first 3 minutes and then go, oh, that was great. You know, in the comments section where people will watch the whole thing. And I think we'll see a more explosion of that. You know, if the worse Hollywood gets, the more like we're gonna like just rise up. Like I said, like with like Comicsgate Comics and people writing books and people doing their art and film and everything like that. So
I spend more time right now. I spend more time easily listening to YouTube than I do watching regular television or anything like that. And there's more people every day that are going towards that. Which is why now those people are trying to get in on YouTube.
Yeah,
like all the traditional news outlets are trying to get into YouTube. All the traditional entertainment, they're trying to get into YouTube, and they're saying, "Hey, YouTube will pay you if you boost us in the algorithm." And YouTube's like, "Of course, we want your money."
But I mean, look at Facebook now. Facebook has entered a gaming streaming service.
They've been doing that a while, yeah.
Well, I mean, they're starting to pay like big. Like, did you see they made an offer for Dr. Disrespect to come and leave YouTube and come to Facebook?
I didn't see what the offer. I didn't hear what the offer was. I hear it was made, but I mean,
yeah, he was talking about it. But I'm just saying, like, But think about that for a second, Ryan. Millions of people would rather watch this guy put on a wig and sunglasses and play Modern Warfare than to watch regular television.
Well, I heard somebody say it this way. We've been hearing a lot about corruption and foreign governments buying people off. Somebody made the comment that it costs less to buy off for a country to pad the pockets of a foreign major political leader than it does for like Twitch to get Ninja on their platform.
Yeah.
You know, like those people are demanding more money than the most powerful politicians in the world.
Think about that.
Think
about that. We got to step our game up, man. I got to be a good gamer at something. Like, I got to find something if I got to go back to playing Pong really well, you know, somehow.
God,
I told Ryan, if my book makes $1 million, I'm going to build a Dr. Disrespect palace where we're just gonna play games online.
Just make the entire thing paint it all green so we can just make it look like whatever we want's in there.
Yeah.
There we go. There
Crazy.
we go. Yeah, I see people talking about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne came out and supported Trump. Raging Rhino, there's not much hype out there for Mando season 2. It's less than 24 hours away, and no one I've seen is talking about it. Is anyone excited for it at all? I'm not really. We'll see if I stay up and watch it. It's pretty late. I still have my Verizon free Disney Plus, so I'll probably check it out.
Gina, that's it. Gina's been nice to me. I can support her. Honestly, I really had no interest in. I was basically gonna wait. I wasn't even gonna do a review for the channel. I was just gonna wait till like one of you guys watched it and went like, yeah, it's like, and then be like, okay, maybe I'll just binge watch it one Saturday. So yeah, look at Lethal getting a birthday shout out. Yeah,
speaking of Gina Carano, so Steph asked very nicely for a birthday wish for Lethal. And right here, Gina Carano, hope you have a great birthday at Lethal Lightning. Here's to starting it off right. Baby Yoda with balloons and chicky nuggies. Chicky nuggies right there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Jay also got a birthday wish or a birthday shout out from Gina a while ago.
That's how the relationship started.
That's right. Mando's really mad. I 100% agree. Mandalorian is mediocre. Mandalorian. Yes, Trey. It's fine. There's some problems with the plot. There's a lot of plot holes. There's places they could go with it, but it's a hollow, empty world. It's Force Awakens. It looks good, but the world is empty right now. So we'll see what they do in season 2. I don't really have any faith in it, but I hope I hope for Gina. I hope it does good for her, but I don't really care about many other people in it. Aaron C.
That's $5. I'm with you.
Aaron C for $5. People want genuine personalities, not the fake preachy celebrities. Appreciate you all on YouTube. Thank you very much, Aaron. We appreciate that, man. We appreciate the love.
It's true though. Every time I do one of those those interviews, like YouTubers and stuff, they all have the same advice. Be yourself. Don't copy somebody else. And that it's so funny. Like, Cecil, right? You know who Cecil is?
Yeah, I know.
Cecil's his story is so random. He's a nobody. He started a YouTube channel to talk about comic books and makes jokes. And Ethan Van Sciver saw one of his videos that had like no views and said, "I'd like to meet you one day," and his career took off because
and then he would just come in the chat and say shit. And then they eventually got him on stream and he just started annoying people. He'd fucking clinking his ice around. EBS would just fucking berate him the whole time. Call him gay. Everybody called him gay because of the way he speaks. Like I remember all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just, and now look, now he's got a $260,000 Indiegogo.
It's nuts.
A 200, dude. Think about that.
He's beating out people. Like his comic is beating out people who have like been in the industry for fucking years and done incredible things. And it's killing what they're doing.
I know, and it's and the other side hates it so much. Oh man, it's unbelievable.
My YouTube app.
There have been issues with YouTube. Gary was mentioning that his live. I didn't even know Gary was live. I couldn't find it, and so people were tweeting it out saying that it was just kind of like, I don't know what you call it. YouTube's been really weird this past month. What we're doing with PewDiePie, and I mean, even PewDiePie admitted it. Like,
did you go in the back of your? Did you go in the back of your or in your studio where you can usually like add things to a playlist? Is that gone for you? Like when you pull up a video, just go back into your YouTube studio and
when you create a video, you got to scroll all the way down, and it's there, and then you got to like open up a couple things just to add the tags now. Yeah, they did. They changed it.
Different.
Like there was like no warning. It was just changed.
That's right. Yeah, Jade Shadow just put, I'll get back to that super chat, Geeky. Jade Shadow just put the Indiegogo, speaking of Indiegogo, Jay's book. So make sure you guys sign up for that so you know exactly when it goes live. And Geeky Pixie for $5. A friend made a meme and OMG, it's so funny seeing these triggered people reeing. Anyhow, RK3PO forever. Thank you, Geeky Pixie. We appreciate all your support. That is awesome. That is awesome. I did get into it with Gail Simone. She's another person who is, who's really busy doing nothing right now because no one wants to hire her.
So wait, hold on. Was Gail Simone the one that tweeted out that weird thing like a while back with all these weird monsters and did a story? You remember that? Like the weird plushies.
I don't remember that.
Wasn't that her? Oh man, I gotta find.
She tweets a lot of weird shit. She's got
yeah. She's very, very odd.
Dude, I have been getting fucking spam calls from some fucking bot all fucking day, and it's pissing me off. God damn it! Like
I've been getting election calls.
No, it's not. It's not election calls. It's some fucking spam bot. It's like, hello, this is Olivia from iTunes or something. It's like, I don't have a fucking iTunes account. I don't have any Apple garbage. But it just, literally 20 times today. Fuck them. Next time they call, I'll pick up the phone.
Isn't it like press 2 and you won't be bothered? I don't know. Yeah,
if they call again, I'll pay you. If they call again, I'll fucking let you guys listen. Now, one last thing I did want to talk about, guys, and we have a kind of short stream this week because we're doing Geeks and Gamers Twitch. That's starting at the top of the hour, so we're gonna do our last topic here and then kind of wrap it up a little. I wanted to talk. Where is this motherfucker at? Joe Rogan. Oh, yeah. Now, I was pretty critical of Joe Rogan when he moved over to Spotify. Why was I critical? It's because he said he went over there, he could do whatever he wanted. But when he went over there, about a dozen of his episodes that he'd done on his podcast, of the 1,500 that he's done, didn't go over there. Some of the more controversial ones didn't go up there. Some of the ones where they're talking about transgender people, things like that, didn't go up on Spotify. And we thought that was pretty concerning. Are you going to be able to have people like Alex Jones on anymore? You didn't transfer that over. Well, he pulled a surprise and had Alex Jones on his podcast. I don't think it was yesterday, but 2 days ago, somewhere around there. And people freaked out.
They lost their minds.
Twitter freaked out. Twitter reacts to the latest Joe Rogan podcast episode. Joe Rogan is one of the biggest names of the podcast industry. His podcast, the JRE, has seen guests from all walks of life make their way into the show. He talks to anybody. He talks to people on the left, talks to people on the right, talks to people in the center, talks to athletes, whatever. His personality is the catalyst for making the show what it is today. However, his choice of guest is something that often raised many eyebrows. What I don't understand is why, when he has some fucking dude far left like communist on, there's no threats to cancel him. There's no, we need to deplatform him. No, it's only when he has anyone on the right. That's the only time this ever happens.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, Rogan moved his podcast over to Spotify. The agreement was reportedly worth $100 million. However, beginning from next year, the podcast will become exclusive on Spotify. Several fans didn't support the move. But bottom line, let's get to the reaction from these Twitter people. Joe Rogan hosted far-right conspiracy theorist Alex Jones on his podcast. They pushed anti-vax conspiracies and broadcast banned InfoWars videos. Rogan continuing to platform these far-right sickos is incredibly gross and dangerous. Here's a hint. Whenever a fucking grown man uses the word gross, they are a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Men don't use the word gross. All right? That's not something that happens.
I know. Gross, Ryan. You're so gross.
Exactly. That is a word that is made for women and children and pussies, not men.
Even if you type in gross in like GIFs, it's all women going like,
damn. Women are gay men. That's who it is. Judd Legum. Joe Rogan has repeatedly given a platform to unhinged conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, most recently yesterday which in my view is everything you need to know about Joe Rogan.
Wow.
So
that's Alex Jones. So that's everything you need to know about Joe Rogan. I know Joe Rogan did Fear Factor. Do you know that?
Yeah, I remember. And evidently, fear is not a factor for you.
He made white men, black women, white women eat deer penises one time.
Yeah,
all right. So that's everything I need to know about Joe Rogan.
Fucking rotten, rotten eggnog for a Christmas episode.
Yeah,
yeah, dude, it was fucking ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Juliet KM, whoever this is. Hi at Spotify. Alex Jones was on Joe Rogan's show lying about vaccines. It will kill people. Alex Jones turns around and gives platforms for killing Dems at polling places.
Wow.
Forget Jones. You have a Rogan problem. You know it. It won't get better. You have agency. Use it. Read the room.
Wow.
Another person, Alex Jones, posted.
Does that person have their mask in their bio?
Yes, mask in bio.
Oh my God. And it says vote. You're covering up that triple chin? That's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Probably inappropriate.
Fat jokes are completely allowed on this platform. This guy, Mike Sington. And then they do show some that are like, hey, much respect for having somebody else on there. Freedom of speech. So it wasn't all hate, obviously, because there are some sane people in this world. But then what happened last night? Last night, mysteriously, the episode disappears. The episode just disappears. Now, about 30 minutes later, it came back up. Spotify is saying, oh, it's just a glitch, no problem. There's a lot of other reports saying that it was a disgruntled Spotify employee. Hopefully, that will soon be an ex-employee for doing things to deliberately sabotage someone at their company. But what do you make of all this censorship and all this fucking drama, Jay?
I hate. I know we don't talk politics, but man, I agree with you. I think it's all wrapped up in what's coming next week. You know, like I think it's just all wrapped up in that stuff, and it's just like people will do whatever they can to keep one or two people from, you know what I mean, like listening to something that they don't believe in because they think it's going to affect the election that they want, and it's crazy though, but it's also like, I think sometimes, and I'm not a conspiracy person either, but sometimes I think that these people test things out to see if people will notice.
100%.
Let's take that episode down. Does anybody notice? Oh yeah, a lot of people. All right, put it back up. We don't want to come off as, not balanced or, choose. So, but imagine like little stuff like us. If they took down a video of mine and I cried about it on Twitter, let's be honest, maybe 200 people might retweet it.
Unless it got retweeted by like a big person, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not Joe Rogan or anything like that, and maybe a couple people could possibly make a video about it. You're
not Ian Miles Chong who can steal content from people.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. John Talks over 1 million on that video, by the way. Nice job. I should have went into political editing.
Yes. Yeah, it seems to be pretty good right now for John.
Yeah, it seems to be the hot thing for your channel. But yeah, no, I think they're trying stuff to see what they can get away with, and then when people are like, enough people are like saying, "Hey, what's the deal here?" They don't want to get in trouble because they know if they made it such a big, like if they removed all that stuff, a lot of people might want to leave Spotify and be like, they're unfair. They're definitely unbalanced. They're not free speech or anything. And it could cost them in the long run. Yeah, there's the thief.
Yeah. So I've got to obviously shout out Jay because he sent me this. So Ian Miles Chong, we've only got a couple minutes left and then we're going to end it. I just want to do it by bashing Ian Miles Chong. So Ian Miles Chong is the fucking scum of the earth. Ian Miles Chong, even though you see him retweeted a lot because he steals videos from other people and then reposts them. Ian Miles Chong, fucking 6-7 years ago, was a fucking ridiculous far left SJW, hung around with Zoe Quinn, people like that in the gaming industry. Then when he saw Gamergate happen and he realized the tide was turning, he backstabbed and betrayed all of them and came over to the other side. And then he started getting into the kind of alt-right, I guess if you want to call it that, alt-right side of things, appearing on a bunch of podcasts, edgy stuff, cozying up with different people to try to get attention, to try to grift. Then when it looked like that was going down and it wasn't getting as much attention anymore, what did he do? He backstabbed all of those people and then tried to become a little more mainstream. In the process, someone who I think is going to be on your podcast next week, Jay, or your stream, The Quartering hires him to be the editor for Exclusively Games. E. Miles Chong steals money from him. He told him he was going to pay someone to write articles, but no, he buys an iPhone for his internet girlfriend, internet e-thought, who wanted him to get her shit, even though she's never going to fucking touch him. This bitch pretends to have these American values. He lives in fucking Malaysia. Ian Miles Chong is a fucking fraud. Ian Miles Chong is a fucking fraud.
I was like, I would retweet him a few times, and Ryan told me, he's like, dude, do you know his story? I was like, nah, I just think he's just like, some of the videos he finds is pretty cool. And Ryan told me the whole story. I was like, holy crap. And now he stole from John Talks.
Yeah, this video right here.
I was like, oh, that's it, man.
Yeah, this video, it's just a straight rip, right? No credits, no nothing. Listen to Joe Biden be completely incoherent for a minute and a half, right? Just stole it straight.
The whole video from start to finish from John Talks. And there's me. I'm like right under there. I was like, give John Talk. But your retweet was even better.
You think? I think Ian installs both sides. He's a snake. He says whatever he needs to say at that moment to be as relevant as he can. And right now he's working for what the fuck who is he fucking working for? God, I forget. There's some like semi-conservative group that he's working for, but he's not. He has no fucking values. He doesn't. He's a fucking snake. He doxes people. He swats people. He fucking called the cops on someone, say they were high on cocaine and had weapons and they were endangering themselves and others to try to get them swatted. He doxed a person because he was upset with something they said, and ended up getting their parents, right? He doxed his parents' house, not the actual guy that he was trying to dox. He's such a fucking retard.
Well, that's the thing. Politics is hot right now, so it's building his personal platform. So whatever's making his platform build. Yeah, but when I saw that, I was like, he freaking ripped it off. Yeah, straight up from John Talks.
He's scum. Anything he says, don't believe him. He's a fucking liar. He's a fucking snake. He's a fucking piece of shit. He tried to upload gay porn thumbnails to someone's YouTube channel to try to get it taken off. He stole someone else's YouTube channel, Hype Break. It's a piece of garbage. But with that note, we are going to wrap it up here, guys, in the next minute.
And remember, baby.
We do. Riff Magos, what's up, brother? Thank you so much for becoming a member. Yes. Welcome to the Raging Ryans again, Riff. You're the man. You are the man. But thank you guys so much. Jay, why don't you plug anything you got coming up in the next day or two here?
So my normal Monday night stream, it's gonna be kind of funny. I was doing a candy corn stream. I think I'm moving that. This is gonna be kind of an election silliness thing that's coming up. And then the next Thursday, if all works out, I'm supposed to have Jeremy from The Quartering on my little tiny podcast. That should be interesting. See how that works out. But I have a new channel. It's basically all my travels as a humanitarian, and then the ones that are yet to come. Because actually, I plan on leaving the country next year, going back to El Salvador and spending time in Haiti. And I just want the channel to be up, and I've kind of reinvented it. It's pretty old, but I kind of like reinvented it. So if I'd love to at least get it up to 1,000 and then let me build it from there. I'm at like 630, I think, or 640. So if that kind of stuff interests you, head on over and subscribe, and that would be great. So absolutely. That's about it, really. And then the Indiegogo project's coming along. That could be dropped. That's going to be dropping in November. A lot of cool stuff, man. Very happy.
Yeah. And Terminus, I put it up on screen and I totally forgot to read it. Thank you, Terminus, for reminding me. He sent a $2 super chat. Says R2 plugged into the Falcon and L3 had an R2 Me Too. So that was good. I put it up on screen and then totally forgot. But thank you for the reminder, buddy. I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for all the support tonight, guys.
Yes.
Y'all are awesome. And we'll leave the same way we entered with the RK3PO. Thank you, the great Perry Chan.
Yeah.
Thank you, the great Perry Chan, for this. He is the man. Check out all of Jay's channels. Jaywalking the Planet. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Are you ready?
Here it is, the moment you have all been waiting for. Soon to be the biggest show in the world.